Hi there, this is Heather of Shutterbug 101. Today we'll be doing a lens comparison for the Nikon Z system with the Nikon 50mm 1.8 Z mount lens and the 50mm 1.8 G f mount lens for the original DSLRs with their adapter. Let's get started. Okay, Shutterbugs, so I'm gonna level with you guys here to let you guys know what's going on in the world of photography for a moment. For the last few months, there has been a huge communication chip shortage. If any of you work in phones and cars and anything where a piece of technology is communicating with another piece of technology, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So in any piece of technology, again, whether it's a phone, a car, cameras, a lens that communicates with a camera, that communicates with a battery, that communicates with a flash. All of those have something called a communication chip, so they can communicate with each other and work correctly. A few months ago, they stopped making them, or there was a shortage on them. I'm not sure all the details of it. I just know that it is keeping production from happening for a lot of our electronics. So when it comes to cameras, working at a camera store, almost everything is on back order. There's a lot, and we're doing our best to get what we can. You know, naturally we work hand in hand with the manufacturers. We let them know, hey, this is what people are asking for and everything, but it also has put a bit of a damper on my camera walkthroughs. Right now, I believe that at least what we sell on the market, I believe there's only 5 cameras. There's only a handful of cameras I haven't done a walkthrough of yet, with cameras that have currently already been released. But I can't get my hands on them because we can't get them in stock. So I'm bringing you tips and tricks videos, lens comparisons, whatever I can to keep you guys updated and entertained and, you know, at least give you some things that I have on my to-do list. So, you know, it helps me kind of bridge out a little bit and give you some more unique options for the channel. So first off, I want to say that at least with using these two lenses, it's always going to be good to use your Z mount lenses if you can. But for the purpose of, say you had a DSLR camera like the D3500, D5600, D7000 series, full frames like the D800, D750, D780, and you wanted to go to mirrorless, they have developed this Ftz adapter, which is meant to add that space in between the lens and the sensor, like you would having that mirror inside the camera. And it does all the focus for you. Now, a lot of people hear adapter and they think, oh, I'm gonna lose some light, I'm gonna, you know, lose some quality. Not at all. Not with the Ftz adapter. So say you already had this 50mm 1.8 G lens, which is probably the most common lens to buy separately from your kit, and you wanted to adapt it to your mirrorless camera. I'm gonna go ahead and show some examples here in a bit, showing what I got in comparison, but at least when it came to focus, I didn't see any difference there. At least when it came to quality-wise, I didn't see a big difference between these two, but focusing-wise, I did see that this one was a bit faster, especially when it came to a closer range, which I thought was interesting. It really grabbed focus. Now, naturally, when you take the adapter off of this DSLR lens, you can see that it is much smaller here than the Z mount lens. Now, when you have it on the adapter, naturally it equals out to be about the same size, but it is still a little bit lighter. Now, when it comes to the DSLR lens, it does have a window here to show you kind of where it's focusing at. It does have one switch on it. The M/A is going to be your auto/manual, which will allow you to autofocus it, and then while it's autofocused, you can kind of dial in your manual focus if needed. And then you have the M, which is going to be full manual focus there, but that's going to be the only switch that you see here. The glass is going to be set a little bit farther back, as you can see. So generally, you shouldn't have to worry about your glass being scratched or damaged very easily on this lens, which is a good thing. This is going to be a very common lens. They would refer to it as the Nifty 50 because it's inexpensive. It's a good range just for general everyday use, nice mid-range. It's a 1.8, which gives you wide open aperture, nice blurry background, sharp foreground, and of course can be used on full frame and crop sensor cameras. Now, the 50mm for the Z is going to be a little bit more professionally made, something to keep in mind there. And the glass is going to be a little bit more on the front, so I would recommend getting a UV filter for this to protect it from any damage, any scratches or anything like that. You can definitely see here that this one does not have a window. It's a much more sleek look, but you can see that it also has a similar switch. This one, of course, instead of the autofocus and manual, is just autofocus and manual focus there. It is going to be the Nikkor S lens built for the Z mount. So when it comes to these lenses, I would say that if you have the 50 already because you had a DSLR camera, it's not going to be the end of the world just using the adapter with it. But if you're brand new into the Nikon system, definitely go for the Z mount. You know, it is going to be quite a bit more money. The DSLR lens is going to cost you about $220. Now, if you buy the adapter with your Z camera, it does save you $200 off of that adapter. So it goes from $250 to $50. So you're looking about $300 for this setup specifically. And the Z mount lens is selling for about $600. So you're looking at, you know, double the price essentially. So it's up to you what direction you want to take, but I'm telling you that if you are starting new with the Z system, that you don't have any DSLR lenses, it's best to go with the Z mount lenses because these guys are going to be fully supported by firmware updates and all of that with the Z system. It's going to be more future-proof for you. If you're investing in that system, invest in the lenses. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and finish off with some photo examples. I hope that you enjoy. If you have any questions about either of these lenses, if you have any questions about the quality between the two, if you want to see other lens comparisons specifically that you're kind of balancing out, whether it's going to be name brand or versus Tamron versus Sigma, any of those, any other videos that you would like to see that I can put on my to-do list, let me know in the comments below and we'll see you next time. Keep an eye out for inspiration, Shutterbugs.